Nice to meet you. Bai Ling.
I know that. I have to know that. So how did you get an actress?
How do I what?
How did you get an actress? So
how do I become an actress? I think it's my fate. I think when I was a child, I was extremely shy. I was afraid of talking and afraid of people. I think there's a rich world inside of me, and if I don't express, it's gonna explode. So I found acting to be somehow almost like I'm crossing to a different world, from a reality world into fantasy world, so I can be brave to be me, and that's how I get into acting. It's another side of me that gave me freedom to express myself.
Oh, that sounds great. In 1991, you moved to the U.S. Why was that? What was your main reason for it?
I think I've done like 7 feature films in China. I always want to see the world, and I want to understand English movie. I want to go to Hollywood because I think that's the magic of film land, so I have to go. I just curious about Hollywood because everything that I see, I know about Hollywood. It's a fantasy land. I think it's beautiful. That's why I came here. Okay.
So in 1994, you had one of your biggest roles in the movie The Crow, and Brandon Lee died during that shooting. What was it like to go back to that set and to film the rest of that movie?
Literally, when that accident happened, we almost finished the production, so we waited 2 months to go back. Actually, I think the first time I went back to see him was in the studio, and on the screens like this big, and suddenly he appeared on the screen, so we have to do voice stuff. I look at him, I was somehow feel like his presence in the room. I think he just changes to different format of a human being that we cannot see, invisible, but he's there, the spirit there. It somehow makes me appreciate film, because no matter where you are, what you turn into, like we call you died, but still spirit is there. Still the film will capture that moment exactly as what it was, and beautiful. So that's why I'm in love, more in love about film after what happened to him in The Crow.
Okay. So you were very sad about that?
Yeah, extremely. I was surprised, and I couldn't take it as real. And I still don't think he's dead. I just think he turned into a different spirit. That's why I think he's watching us.
Yeah, I get what you feel. So 1 year later, you played a short part in Oliver Stone's Nixon with, for example, Anthony Hopkins. Is Oliver Stone a special director to you?
Oliver Stone's very, very special. He's one of the, I think, the most intelligent directors out there, and he has his unique view and to understand the deep of the humanity, the person, and the history of America. And he's an excellent filmmaker, so I was very lucky to have worked with him. At that time it was funny, I played the interpreter with the biggest leader in the world, U.S. leader Nixon, and Chinese leader Chairman Mao, but I literally could not speak English. So I did not speak English to play interpreter of the biggest leader in the world. It's kind of interesting. It's strange, but I was very nervous. But I always like Anthony Hopkins because there's some danger in him. And I'm fond of Oliver Stone, so I really appreciate that opportunity. Oliver, if you're watching, because he liked me to mention him because he's good. And,
okay, so some movies you're involved in aren't allowed to be viewed in China. What do you think about that? Because it's your home country.
Well, that was a while ago when I did the Red Corner, but then after that I already have communicated with my government. So I went back to China I wrote apology letters, I communicated with them, and literally a week ago I was in China. I did a big press conference because I'm going to shoot a movie in China end of this year. I'm very excited. So China is my country, and I'm very proud. And whatever I have, it's because of that culture and the history. So I want to be the bridge between East and West, and the culture between East and West. I think now China is so open, and they welcome me, and I think past that shadow already.
Okay. So what is your favorite movie? Could you tell us?
Well, I think I always like Casablanca. It's just like romantic. I like romance. I like the music, the romance, the unfulfilled love. Somehow just make you want love, make you want have the romance and the beauty, and somehow the wanting of the beauty from that smoke, that piano, the kiss, just a kiss. I don't know, I think that's classic movie, and in the history, that's what Hollywood known for. Of those beautiful movies you remember forever.
So, how much fun was it to shoot Crank 2 in 2009?
Well, that was crazy because that role's actually kind of silly, it's funny, but I thought, how am I going to make it because it's not originally written for Asian? So I think I'm going to do it, and so I made her extremely kind of silly, stupid, but somehow there's a power and innocence in her because Jason saved her life. She just all the way and on to him. I like that passion and that innocence of passion and persistence in her character. I think is extremely funny, and the dynamic of the power of the energy I think excites people. A lot of people like me for that part, so I made her into something crazy, and I like to be like if they made Crank 3, I like her to be there, to be the element of fun and crazy in the movie. So I enjoy it so much. I was surprised that I created her. I think I have a little spirit in me. They're all different. They come out to play different characters in movies.
Yeah. Are there any new projects coming up for you in the future?
Yeah, I have many projects, probably 4 or 5 films in the post-production. I just did the Hawaii 5, then I have the Age of Habits coming out, then I have another 3 or 4 movies in the post-production. So if your fans can follow me at Real Bai Ling on Twitter, or go to officialbailing.com or Facebook, so I post all the time. I give fat-free, sugar-free cookies to my friends, so to cheer them up every day, some little freezes and fortune cookies. So follow me.
I'll follow you.
Yeah.
So one last thing, I really liked the scene when you played in Wild Wild West with Will Smith. When I saw your butt, I was like, oh.
Really? East meets West, right? Poke around.
I really liked it.
Thank you. That's very like feminine kind of seductress from the East culture, and I like to play too because I'm part of it.
Okay, thanks for the interview. I really appreciated it, and yeah, thanks for having you here.
Dankeschön. Ich liebe dich. Auf Wiedersehen.